Also, maybe one of my most important points, other than the 10 minutes, is that it is important that we force ourselves to be inconvenienced and uncomfortable. Everything about the digital spaces says, let's make things more convenient, let's make you more comfortable. That does not make for interpersonal relatedness that is rich and deep and gutsy. Sometimes we just have to be inconvenienced and uncomfortable. And life is not going to just hand you those opportunities anymore. So you might have to create them. You might actually have to force yourself, and I think it's so worth it. Force yourself sometimes also to focus. There's really interesting research in the 6-hour version of this talk that I get into about reading on a screen versus reading on paper. There is a huge difference neurologically and experientially that is starting to show itself in the literature. I can't go into that right now, but I will tell you, every once in a while, force yourself to focus on paper. It is very, very important. Or force yourself to focus on the clouds changing in the sky. I mean, whatever. But just sometimes force yourself to learn to scan out the rest of the environment and be directly focused. Learn to live within boundaries and limits. If you ask an individual who smokes if it would be easier to try to stop smoking or never start, they will tell you never start. We have all started using technology, probably. So thinking through what are the norms you wish you would have put in place for yourself. If you have a hard time getting at that, think about the person that annoys you with their cell phone the most, and think about what norms and parameters you wish they would have, and that will help you ascertain what you will like to have for yourself as well. Sometimes we're very bad, and the research bears this out, we're very bad at estimating our own engagement with technology. Most people, at least in the US, say, yeah, technology is a real issue for other people. We're very reticent to own our own tricky spots with it. I think if we can invite interaction with all kinds of people and places and experiences, the more myopically focused we get, the less inviting of the kind of peaceful and interesting and diverse world that would be beautiful to live in. So making sure that you are really having this rich experience with all kinds of people. And then living rich embodied lives. These are just some experiences that I have come to use and want to share with you, and you can inspire other people with them or try them at home. Put a puzzle out. Put a puzzle out in your waiting room. Put a puzzle out in the cafeteria. Put a puzzle out at your home, and just leave it there. You know, we all abide having technology out now, but we don't have handheld things out anymore. Oftentimes on college campuses, I will host what I call procrastination stations or powered off zones, where people leave their phone at the entrance of the area, and I just bring board games and magazines and yarn